Did you know that 2024 for real estate agents was the worst year in 35 years? Whew, I'll bet. Boy, I was hanging on by my fingernails myself because it was a struggle this year for me too. But thank God I had a saving grace, which I'll talk about a little bit later. So, 30%, according to NAR, leave the industry every single year. You know, it's a tough business, right? But in this kind of year, 2024, at least 40% leave, they said. Think about that as an industry whole. 40% of all the agents leave the industry because so many do get in because they think it's easy. Whew. If you like this kind of conversation, subscribe below and let's have a conversation here, right? So, anyway, what are our options? Because 2025 doesn't look like the rates are going to do much better. However, we are seeing changes. We've seen a change in our political platform. We are seeing a change in mindset where people are actually starting to list their homes again. So inventory is popping up. And so for many areas, there's a light at the end of the tunnel like it can be. For a lot of us who stayed in, the other thing is we're kind of glad those agents dropped out because now there's less competition and we're able to do it. So, what I want to talk about now is what is the firm that you're at doing for you to protect you so that you are able to get through these kind of things, right? First of all, collaboration. That is the most important thing I think that any business can do. Now, I'll tell you, thank God it's gotten better through the years because when I started, it was such tight-lipped, nobody shared their secrets whatsoever. And I think that still is true in many platforms out there. It's not true at EXP. That's who I'm with. I'm going to say that right up front. Yeah, that's me. And I'm proud of it because man, it's changed my life. And I'm going to talk to you about being open-minded because collaboration is critical. Whether you're getting it or not, you need to be open-minded to the company that is for your business, the best for your business. You can say, I love my broker, I love my BIC, all that, and that's great. Stay there if you need to. If you're not being open-minded enough to figure out whatever company might be best for you. The truth is, it's the end of the year. Right now, it's the December 11th. This is when you need to be analyzing your business for the year. What did you do? What didn't you do? What are you going to go do different? Create your business plan. I just did mine on ChatGPT. I realized I wasn't reaching far enough and I didn't niche it down deep enough. Like, what was I going to do on a weekly basis, daily basis to reach the goals that I want? I completely revamped it and it was great that I did that. So being open-minded enough to reach the goals that you want. Now, if you had a rough year, what did you do? What did you do that supplemented your income that you were used to getting so that you could survive and stay in? Because you have to be pretty gritty to have made it for this past year, right? For me, it was a thing called revenue share. What is that? Well, EXP pays its agents if they like EXP, which I adore it, 50% of all its revenue, not profits, revenue, to the agents that help share it. Now, why would I share it? Well, I shared it right off the bat because of the collaboration. Just blew my mind away. How much collaboration they were given to all the agents and who was collaborating with me. Key agents, I mean, major teams were sharing their gold. Everybody shares. That's the difference. And that in itself was something that I fell in love with because I was so used to having a closed door on how to do it. You know, I didn't have the money for a coach, so I didn't have a coach, and I was just trying to figure it out. Now, thank God things have changed because of the tech. We can see more and more because there's different people sharing and sharing, which is great. But this is at a level you've never seen before. So that was one thing. The other thing was they had the stock. You had ownership in the company. Are you kidding me? I'm probably older than most of you. And the reality is that I didn't have a retirement. I had no plan B because I started life over at 56 and I was dead broke. So when you're starting life over at 56, and that was 2006, right before the market crashed that time, I'm going to tell you, it takes a while to get things going, especially if no one's teaching you how to do it. And I didn't have a support system. Now I did it, phew, but it was work and progress and hard. I didn't have an EXP, and I went through many different franchises that really didn't help by any stretch of the means like they do at EXP. Holy cow. So, When I saw that they were offering the stock, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, they offered to give me stock for my first transaction of every year. I'm like, what? I love that. I'll take it. And it wasn't very much when we first started. It was at $2.80. I said, I'll take it. You want to give me something? I'm in. And then when they said that, it would be liquid in 30 days, I thought, boy, if I had a jam where I was jammed up with my taxes, how many of you have had that situation? You might be having that this year. Then I may need to dip into that because it was liquid, right? Now, the ones they awarded me, there's a 3-year vesting. That's another story. But the ones that I did out of my commission, that was liquid. And I counted on that. And I've used it. Man, it's been a lifesaver. So that was one thing. But the other was the rev share by sharing it. If I shared it because I love this company and I thought one of my buddies would like it and they came over and they did some business, EXP paid me based on a formula some of the revenue share that came off the top that they were already paying their company. We all pay our companies money, right? And so you got a piece of it yourself because you were kind enough to bring them over because you believed in it, right? I'm not bringing people over to something I don't believe in. First of all, integrity is a core value for me. So what happened was I brought over people who brought over people who brought over people. Right now, my organization sits at 165. I forget how many hundred, it's over, I don't even know how many hundreds of millions my organization has done this year. I'll be posting that soon. But the point is, it's the leverage of all the compounded people. So when I was going through some rough months this year, I have what's called revenue share, where they give it back. They pay it to me monthly based on those people and based on a formula. It has averaged out a little over $5,000 a month. I don't know about you, but $5,000 is a nice little chunk of change that comes into my account on the 20th of every month. But boy, that's a lifesaver. It's a lifesaver. It was for me this year because this year was a tough year. I was transitioning to do less business on purpose because I want to, on purpose, recruit people to come to EXP because I believe so strongly in it. And that's my final point here. I want you to have an open mind. You may have been at EXP before. Lots of people have left my organization, but an average of 9.2 agents come back to EXP every single day. Why? Because they're not getting out there what they can get here, especially now. Because Glenn Sanford, the founder, he just keeps adding and adding and adding. We just got Canva Pro free. Everybody in the company got it. He incentivizes us by bringing people over. There's bonuses. There's so much extra money being paid out. So if you were here even a year ago, it's a night and day different company. We're in 27 countries as of 2005. 3 were just being added in 2025. What does that mean? You say, well, I don't do anything global, but you can. That's what you can't do at other companies. You can here. One company, seamless. I've already done 1, 2, 3, 4 different referrals to 3 to Portugal and 1 to France. How about that? I'm not thinking around my little neighborhood anymore. Well, Kathy, that's special. No, it isn't. This company makes everything more accessible because we are a global economy now. People, if you like this and if you are sharp enough and business minded enough to be open to sit down with me, let's have a conversation and get it started. See if this isn't for your business, because the truth is, you can like your BIC, you can like your company, they could have been wonderful to you. This is a business for your family. Liking somebody is inviting them to check it out too. That's actually loving on them because this is a gift. It's a gift, and they can say no. That's the beauty of it. They can say no. Foolish, but that's another story. And no one's gonna. I am certainly not going to pull people to it. It's not who I want. And you know what? I learned that in the beginning because in the beginning, I would say, oh, you got to come, you got to come, I got to come. And I would ask anybody. I'm not asking anybody now. I'm asking specific people. And I hope that's you because you need to be business minded. You needed to have survived this crazy market. You need to say, I'm going to do better in 2025, but I need more tools. I need more. I need it all. What can I do? Well, EXP offers so much, and I'm encouraging you, reach out. Let's do a Zoom. Let's talk. Let's start investigating based on your numbers, everything that you need to know. Let's get it figured out. And if you say, Kath, I don't like it. Okay, then you don't like it. And I'm just going to ask you to stay open-minded and to keep periodically checking in because it is powerful and I encourage you to do it. So if you like this, please subscribe below. I'm asking you to book a strategy call if this is something that you think you should do. And if not, just stay tuned because I am giving away so much gold on here. And check out my podcast because I'm interviewing people all over the world, globally, who are doing amazing things and they can help you even right here in your own backyard. So I'll see you on the next one.